You ever do that thing where you start working on something that's really tiny, just something simple, and start working on that, and then you find another thing that's broken, and then there's another thing that's broken, and then there's a bigger thing that's broken, and then by the time you're done, like it's 6 months later and you've completely replaced your entire car? Yep, that was definitely this version of Black SEO Analyzer. Hey y'all, how's it going? I'm Seth, creator of Black SEO Analyzer, ancient computer programmer, and the person solely responsible for the delay in this most recent version. This one was originally slated for the first week of October, and we are definitely nowhere near October anymore. But I think the wait was totally worth it. We have a pile of new features and some changes that will make it easier to deploy to new platforms, which we will talk about at the end. First off, the coolest thing ever, there's GUI now. It's a command line application. It has always been and will always be a command line application. But because of some changes I had to do to deploy to the Mac or the Apple App Store, we now have a GUI. If you use the Apple version, you'll notice there's a way easier installation method. You just download the DMG, drag and drop the application in your applications folder, double click, and ta-da, it starts working just like any other Apple app. To get that working, I had to build some new binding to blah, 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 code. I had to do some code computer nerd stuff. Because of that, now there's a GUI. So Windows has a GUI, I'll build one for Linux if y'all want one. Mac definitely has a nice GUI. So yeah, there's an entirely new GUI mode, and I think it looks awesome. Next up, there's an updated keyword analysis algorithm. For those of you who care about it, just change some of the weights around. I'm not necessarily trying to follow Google or Bing or anybody specifically. I'm just trying to make it as accurate possible representation of your website's keyword density without making it too convoluted or crazy. You don't have to pay too much attention to the numbers. Just bigger numbers means heavier keyword density. Smaller keywords means lower keyword density. If a number is crazy big, like 10 million, and all the other numbers are around 3, you're probably keyword spamming. And finally, for those of you who know what SQLite is, the new default export is a SQLite database. So no matter what type of export you want, you'll always get a crawl.db file into your default output directory that you can run whatever scripts you want against. This is kind of a quality of life feature. I know for me it is. I do a lot of scripting and just need to do comparative analysis, 404 scans, the typical things that we do in SEO. So this just makes it a little bit easier and more convenient. The schema is up and available on GitHub. And as promised, what's coming up? Because I've had to do this whole rewrite of how the core algorithm works and how the system functions, there's a high likelihood that we might be able to get mobile apps out of this. I'm trying to get it to run on Chromebooks, and while doing that, I accidentally got it working on my phone. So it might take a few months, but keep an eye out for that. And if you think that's interesting, send me a note and I'll let you play around with the test versions. So with that, thanks. Have a good one. Bye. How crap did that happen? My camera just decided to completely change resolutions.